It started with a feeling. Not panic, not anger, just a whisper in the back of my mind that something wasn't right. A subtle change in how she said my name. The way she lingered by the mirror a little longer before leaving for lunch with a friend. Her voice had a softness to it now, like guilt wearing a silk dress. I knew Laura better than anyone. After 8 years of marriage, you recognize even the quietest shift in the wind. We had built a life, sleepy Sunday mornings, inside jokes, shared pain, and plans whispered into the dark. I thought we were steady. Not perfect, no one is, but steady. So when the message lit up her phone one night as it sat on the armrest beside me, I didn't mean to look. It was just there. Can't stop thinking about earlier. No name, just a number. I asked her about it. Casual. She smiled nervously. Oh, it's just a group chat. The girls being silly. I nodded. I said nothing more. But that night, lying in bed, I stared at the ceiling, heart thudding, and I knew. In the weeks that followed, she grew more distant. Her meetings multiplied. Her stories didn't match. I started to pay attention. The hours, the patterns, the little lies dressed as throwaway sentences. Then one afternoon, she left her phone on the kitchen counter, unlocked. I hesitated for a second. Then I opened it. What I found wasn't casual. It wasn't harmless. The messages were deeply personal, intimate, physical, emotional. His name was Eric, a work colleague. Their conversations were graphic, but worse than the content was the connection. The way they spoke to each other, like they shared something sacred, something that used to be mine. I felt sick. A dull, hollow ache settled in my gut and refused to leave. I closed the phone. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I planned. I needed to know. I followed digital breadcrumbs. Social media. Work bias. Comments. Eric had a wife. Christine. 2 kids. A life. I found her Facebook profile. Family photos. Vacations. Matching Halloween costumes. She didn't deserve this either. So I hired someone. Frank. A former cop-turned-investigator. Gruff, sharp-eyed, and relentless. Within days, he had everything. Photos of Laura and Eric, laughing in hotel lobbies, leaving in a rush, a kiss in the front seat of her car. I didn't feel vindicated. I felt broken. But I had the truth. I sent Christine a message. Hi, Christine. I'm sorry to bring this to you. I believe your husband Eric is having an affair with my wife. I've attached evidence. I thought you deserved to know. She replied within an hour. Thank you. That was all I needed. But I wasn't done. I wanted Laura to look me in the eyes and see what she had done. I wanted her to feel the weight of her betrayal. So I invited her to lunch. Just the 2 of us. A date. She seemed pleased. Relieved, even. Like maybe we were reconnecting. She didn't see the trap. I set the dining table with our best dishes. White cloth. Wine. Napkins folded like origami. Romance. Or the illusion of it. In the center, a thick manila envelope. When she arrived, her smile flickered. What's this? She asked. I said nothing. Just nodded toward her seat. She Saturday. Opened the envelope. Photos. Screenshots. Maps. Timestamps. Her face drained of color. I can explain. Can you? I said, my voice calm but sharp as broken glass. Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like you've been cheating on me for months. With a married man. Lying. Hiding. Throwing away everything we built. Tears welled up. It's not what it looks like, she whispered. Then what is it, Laura? Enlighten me. She broke down, words tripping over sobs. I waited. I listened. Then I said the one thing she wasn't expecting. I told Christine. Her eyes widened in horror. You what? She knows. About everything. She stayed at me, stunned. But she wasn't prepared for what came next. The knock on the door. I stood and opened it. Christine walked in. calm, poised, but her eyes were fire. Eric followed behind her, looking like a man who knew he'd already lost. Laura gasped. "What's going on?" "This," I said, "is where the lies die." What followed wasn't pretty. Christine tore into Eric, years of loyalty crumbling into fury. He tried to deflect, mumbled excuses about being lonely and misunderstood. I laughed. "Speas, you had a family, a good woman, and you burned it down for hotel sex and cheap texts." Laura tried to intervene. Christine shut her down with ice in her voice. "Don't you dare speak. You don't get to play the victim. You chose this." By the end, they both looked like shadows. Christine and I stood tall, not unhurt, but unbowed. That night, Laura packed her things and left. I filed for divorce the next morning. Christine did too. Eric lost his job. Christine sent everything to HR. Laura's name was dragged through the social circles she once held court in. Gossip moves fast when you're the villain. As for me, I unraveled. Quietly. Alone. But piece by piece, I rebuilt. I started therapy. Took up running. Let the pain shape me, not shatter me. It took time, but I came back. Stronger. Clearer. 1 year later, I sleep soundly. I wake up without dreading the day. I'm okay. Laura and Eric didn't last. Whatever fantasy they built crumbled under the weight of real life and shame. Some call it revenge. I call it truth. And finally, freedom.